Hi guys, welcome. It's Trevor Cutmore. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and I hope you're enjoying the videos. Now today we've been starting a new mentorship, a one-to-one mentorship. Deji has come to my house and we spent the day doing the induction and really just the platform to go forward for the year. So Deji, tell us a little bit about you. Who are you? What's your your history and how have you got into property and what are you doing?
Right, hi everyone, I'm Deji. So what I currently do is mainly rent to rent, specifically looking at HMOs. So over the past year and a half, I've built a decent portfolio using the rent to rent strategy. They're all based in Luton, Bedfordshire. And right now I'm just trying to move on to the next level, looking at potential developments, which Trevor's been looking at with me, and just general buy, refurbish, refinance properties.
Super. So how many rent to rents have you got?
At the moment, about 12 at the moment, yeah.
Very good. So just tell us a little bit about that. When you started, how long did it take you to get your first one, and did you fail to start with? What was it like when you went to try and get your first one? Were you successful on the first one or did you fail?
Yeah, I've still got my very first one.
Yeah.
So, the first landlady that actually accepted to do a rent to rent with me, I got two from her. So they're both 4 bedrooms, both net cash flow of about 550 to 600 per calendar month. So it was straightforward. I went to her first. She rejected it. She was a bit skeptical. I think the previous person who was letting the property was doing the same thing but ran away. Mm-hmm. So it took some convincing, but after a while she said, fine, I'll give it a go. So I took on one, and then she said the second property is coming available the following month, which was August. Would I be interested in taking that as well? I said 100%. And yeah, I took on both of them, and that was just the start, and it just carried on increasing. More deals are just coming literally every month. So yeah.
Brilliant. But what about, how many knockbacks did you get? So when people go into property, quite often, especially with the rent-to-rent stuff, they go in, they speak to agents, they try to get contacts, and they get knocked back so many times. So how many times did you get knocked back?
Because all my deals have come direct to vendor, so
Yep.
I've never actually taken a deal from an agent. But again, I get so many no's. Probably more no's than yeses. But for me, I think after a while you get used to it. You just have to keep on going and on to the next one, really. And you can always take note from the no. Maybe you came across in the wrong way, or you could have said something different. So there's always a point to take from every no.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. If you can't learn from your mistakes, you're not learning. And it's about trying and pushing and making mistakes. A lot of people who go into property, they fear making a mistake. It's quite interesting. When we go on holiday with my wife, if we go to France and Spain, and she's got A-levels in French and Spanish, but she will not speak it because she doesn't want to make a mistake. So there I am trying to speak and converse and get us to the next place. And she's behind me poking me and saying, no, you say it like this. And it's funny because she doesn't, whereas I will speak and give the best go I can, knowing that my grammar is is rubbish, but I'll get there because I mistake my way there until they understand me. But it's a real skill to have that, no fear. I'll make a mistake, I'll get it wrong, but I'm going to learn.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's brilliant. So, Deji, today you've come up, first day of the program. What has been really good for you in understanding? What have been sort of the 2 key points that you've got from today?
I think one of the things is just being able to go out and look at some of your developments, which has been great and helpful, and just looking at how you design your developments and in that aspect. And I think the second thing is, as much as you think you know your numbers, there's always somebody who knows it 10 times better than you do, especially when it comes to something you've never done yet, like development. I think, yeah, it's amazing the way it's straightforward, but it takes time for you to get your head around it. And once you've got that guidance, it becomes easier. Yeah.
Yeah. So we went out to see a property this morning, and I was looking at one house to turn it into 2 flats. I've got to do some more numbers. But what did you think of that? Did you see how I was looking at it in a different way?
Yeah. So the way you were looking at it, I was thinking, okay, I wouldn't have looked at it in that way. And you're very keen on your numbers, and does it work? If it doesn't work, you need to shift this, rearrange this. So yeah, you definitely learned a lot today.
No, it's been good. And then we've got on to more complex things, and that's really good.
Exactly.
And you've kept up to speed and understood all the way.
100%. Yeah.
And that is the thing, because when you're learning, if you don't have someone who goes at the pace that you understand, and you get lost, I think it can be really a painful journey. Whereas today, I left you alone, and you had to do some numbers yourself.
That's right, yeah.
How did you find that?
I mean, at first, I think I made 1 or 2 mistakes, and then I sat back again. I thought, okay, no, that's not correct. I went back, but eventually, it just became straightforward. It's just about going through it again and again, and having that guidance to say, okay, maybe do it this way and that, then it becomes straightforward.
Great. So look, in this year that we're going to go forward, you've already established yourself and built credibility in the market with 12 rent-to-rent deals. You've already created cash flow. You've already got a good reputation with landlords, which you've got good connections, and we're talking about developing those even further to get more deals. What would you with some of the things you want to get now, you want to buy property and convert, whether it's buy, refurb, or develop it into multiple flats. You may need some more injection of cash to do that. You've got some, and I think you can do 1 or 2 straight away, but it's to getting that credibility. So when someone's coming, they want to see that the person knows about property, want to know that they will not make mistakes. So if an investor who's watching, whether on my channel or your channel, and they're saying, well, look, I quite like Deji, I like the way he's been successful in 12 rent-to-rents, and he's managing them well, and he's got his website and everything else, what would you say to them why they should invest with you?
It's a good question. I'd say one of the reasons to invest with me, I'd say, the rent-to-rents, I've done it a number of times. Some we carried out a level of work, and in terms of actually carrying out full refurbs, I've actually been involved in some where I've not necessarily project managed, but day by day looked at the progress and seen how well it's gone. So I think, from that aspect. Okay,
but do you feel that even today you've got a better handle on how the money works?
Yeah.
And as we looked at the several properties today, and we've done the numbers and worked them, we can see that if they don't quite work for return on investment, we have to adjust. Two things are movable. One is the purchase price, and 2, whether we go to a full extent of the refurb, if we do 3 flats or 4 flats, or if we can adjust that to reduce that costing, and then see if the rents work. So do you think that's helped you today in the way that you can see?
Oh yes. In terms of numbers, again, that's why I think the importance of knowing your numbers. So once you know your numbers, so if someone comes to question this, what if this doesn't happen, you can go back. There's always a plan B. So if this doesn't go this way, you can maybe change the purchase price, or you can just tweak things around. But in order to do that, you have to know your numbers and you know what you're doing. So I think that's one of the main things I've picked up today, that if one way doesn't go, there's another way around it, but you need to know your numbers in order to be able to do that.
What about today, when we've looked at a property that potentially you don't need any deposit to buy it, you need to do a bit of investment by doing some planning and stuff, but it does mean that there's potential to buy a property, and it's a multi-million-pound deal that you wouldn't need any of your own deposit money because you can get that finance. Was that a new revelation for you?
Yeah, I mean, it was great because, I mean, when I first saw the deal, I saw the numbers involved. I thought, you know, I don't know, I'm going to need some help here. So that's why obviously I got in contact with you. And then you ran the numbers with me and it was amazing. And then you did it again and you showed me the different ways in which you can do it. Some with little or no money. And I thought, amazing, you know, it was great.
Brilliant. All right, so you enjoy today?
100%.
No, that's good. That's good. Listen, it really is a privilege to work with Deji, and you know I looked at him before because I want to work with people who are have passion, have integrity is a big thing for me. That and he doesn't want to take shortcuts in his way as do anything which is not right. So you know when someone is like that, then it's an easy fit for me. That he has the passion, the commitment, he's already on that journey, he just wants to take it up a level now, which is perfect. So look, Deji, I'm really excited with what's going to happen in this year. I fully expect that you're going to grow quite fast. I think you're going to attract people to come towards you. Whether you're on my channel, then I put Deji's email address so you can contact him, and then you're going to start your own YouTube channel.
Yes, that's right. I'm ready.
Yeah, watch out for that. That's going to be on. I'm going to give him this video to put on, but I think that'll be great. I really do. And I'm excited that you got your homework. How's your homework looking?
It's a lot.
It's a lot,
but it's doable, yeah. It's just about the dedication and focus, which I'm definitely ready to do, yeah.
Brilliant, yeah. So, and that again, today we've got certain steps to go through. Many of those steps you've already taken, but there's a good bit of homework there to just position and get in the right place. And I think, you know, within this first month, I think you're going to have something that we can seriously look at to take on. I no doubt about it.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Super. Guys, listen, stay safe. If you want to know more about training, education, and we do have online courses with Leslie, Tao, and myself, please email me and stay safe and God bless you. Bye-bye.